Okay, so all day while I was at work, God kept speaking to me about the Proverbs 2 video that we made last night, okay? And let me reread Proverbs 2 so y'all can understand it. Or you know what? I will attach our YouTube video down in the description box, and then y'all can click and watch that video. So it'll make better sense. But in chapter Proverbs 2 verse 16, it says, wisdom will save you from the immoral woman, from the seductive words of the promiscuous woman. Okay, so this not only is pertaining to counterfeit like women or counterfeit men that you're like in a relationship with or like even speaking to, but God even revealed, this is mind-blowing. Like when God literally gave me this revelation, I was like, oh my gosh, like I didn't even think about that. But of course, that's how, like, I fully trust and believe that it is the Holy Spirit through me, because when the Holy Spirit dropped in me that it could also be a counterfeit that you're in a relationship with that is the counterfeit, but also the woman that's in your ear. So a counterfeit is, and what I've learned today, a counterfeit is someone that speaks against God's will for your life. So let's say, for instance, and this is just an example. Let's say God says this is your spouse, but the woman in your ear is saying, no, I'd rather you be with this woman or this man rather than that woman or that man. That's a counterfeit, because God had already showed you that this is your spouse. This is your wife. This is who I've asked you. This is who I've pulled aside for you. This is your wife. This is your husband. But that counterfeit that's in your ear, that's telling you the opposite of what God's been showing you, is your revelation. So when the Holy Spirit dropped that in my spirit while I was at work, I was so mind blown. And I was like, wait, hold on, God. Like, I have a counterfeit in my life, not even realizing it, because this is blood. Like, this is family. Like, I was in disbelief. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, I was just like, God, are you serious right now? But it's like, once I truly understood what a counterfeit was, I was like, oh my gosh, this is the only person that is actually going against what God has already, showed me or confirmed to me. And it's so hard for me to disconnect from this person, because it's a family member. Like, I don't know. It's just like, I really, really have to take this back to God, because I don't even know how to cut this family member off without and maybe they know that they're the counterfeit. I don't know. But let me say, they are sneaky. They are conniving. Like, they are really disrupt. I just heard that in the spirit, disrupt. I have to even look at that definition, but they are disrupting. Oh, okay. They are disrupting what God is trying to join together. Oh my gosh. This is so mind blowing. So not only is when Proverbs 2 talks about the immoral woman, it's not, and it could also be both. So it could either be an immoral woman that you are with, or an immoral man that you are with that is not God ordained for you, that God did not pull aside for you. Or it could be an immoral man or immoral woman in your ear that's going against what God has already confirmed to you in who is your wife or who is your husband. I hope this makes sense. But I truly pray and trust and believe that this reaches who it needs to reach, because I'm telling y'all, like, once God dropped in my spirit who the counterfeit was in my life, I was just like, oh my gosh, I gotta share this. I gotta share this. This has to be somebody's prayer. This has to be somebody's answered prayer. This has to be a confirmation for someone, not only for myself, but for others that are attached to our ministry. So I pray that you really take this back to God and ask him, is it because the vision that God had given me was a woman in a man's ear, and the woman had a snake tongue. Y'all, like a serpent's tongue. And I was like, oh my gosh, I already know what that is. I've already went through this before. So I'm already pre-aware of it, I've already walked through it, but to actually have that same immoral woman, in my ear, I'm so mind blown, y'all. I'm just like, God, what do I do from here? I really have to consult God, because how do you even cut off a family member? For me, because I take family to heart. I am I'm the type of person, even if you're blood, even if they do me wrong, but this to a point to where you're stopping what God is calling from my life. Yeah, no, that's gotta be cut off, because not only are you going up against the will of God for our life or for my life, like who are you really, like, and these and they carry themselves well, but on the inside it's a different story. And maybe that's what God is trying to highlight to us, is the people around us are not really who they say they are. Like, and that may even be, confirmation for you as well as to what God has been showing you, or you have been seeing red flags here, red flags, and you're ignoring them. But God through me is telling you the people around you are not for you. Like, if they have to go into your ear and manipulate a situation saying, and it can be something so small, so tiny, but for the simple fact that they don't want you with a certain person, knowing dang well it's a part of God's will for your life, then that's a whole counterfeit. I truly pray that this reach where it reaches, because that is just confirmation all the way, revelation all the way around. But I wanted to touch on that